Hi team, welcome to the Intelligent ABM training. Today we're going to be going over creating effective target account lists, activating and integrated ABM campaigns, and then going through the analytics dashboard on the IABM platform. So you go ahead and access here. You can see how this is done. Go ahead and name this list. You can then select your target account. So if you have an Excel sheet that you want to upload, go ahead and drag and drop right to here, or you can use our Spiceworks Ziff Davis account list from our actual accounts, which just gives you a broader amount. For filtering purposes, now we can target by specific intent. You can add up to 3 intent segments and just give you a quick look through. You can click within a segment or a subsegment. And you can do up to 3. You don't have to do 3. Then you can choose your preferred intent score threshold, obviously anywhere between 60 to 100. Anything above a 65 shows an increase of intent to purchase. So this one's automatically set up to 65 to 100. If you want to go a little bit lower, try to get them more in the beginning of that purchasing cycle, we can move it down to a 50. Then specify that intent duration as well. I normally just go with a 60, just hitting that even ground. Then we can target by specific firmographics. Let's say we want to go with North America. That comes up with Canada and United States as the main. If we don't want to target Canada, we can go ahead and remove. If we accidentally removed it, we can just click it again.
Really here, this is all about who your client is targeting. Are they looking for specific industries, things along those lines? If you have some specific clients and organizations that are targeting specific company sizes, that's where we would put this in here. And then one thing that's important to note is we can add a suppression list when we do an IABM poll. This might be important for your client in case they don't want to target competitors or specific domains that are maybe nonprofit or within a sector they can't sell to. So we would upload that here and then go into save list. And really what we want to call out here, and one thing that I like to call out very quickly, and one of the first things is the amount of organizations that we can target that are currently showing buying signals. So for this specific poll, there's 43,000 accounts that we can go after from a lead generation perspective or display perspective using that 25 to 100 threshold and get their content in front of these organizations.
Over here, you're going to see all the information about the account, the domain, what industry, the geo, and the company size. Then here you're going to see the intent score. Of course, this is a 72, and some of the things that go into that include some of the pieces of content they may have interacted with or some of the things they may have done on our different websites and platforms. And so their intent trending, it looks like they've kind of spiked up a little bit over the past month. So they're probably just ramping up their research and, they're kind of dropping off a little bit, as we're heading into the holidays. That may have something to do with it. Key vendor interest. So this is going to be different vendors that this company is looking at, maybe alongside your product and solution. So these could potentially be competitors. They may not be. And so top intent areas on this side are also going to be where this company is seeing intent trending. So maybe they're also having infrastructure management and monitoring. We're seeing that as an 86. End user backup is something that they're also showing us intent signals for. So we're seeing an 81 there. And then on down the list, security, cloud security is a big one for them, wireless networking. And so as you kind of go through all of this data, you can kind of see some of the different signals and how we are breaking them down that we're tracking. So one of the big ones, they're engaging with vendor content, they're engaging in discussions. So this could be somebody posted a piece of content on Spiceworks community and they're engaging in the different conversation in the thread. So they may also be researching products on Spiceworks or Toolbox, and then of course reading more articles. And so down here at the bottom, you're going to see the key drivers that are exhibited. So new tech is going to be the main pain point that they're seeing at this company, and that's leading them to their search. Also, key focus, these are going to be breaking out the main technologies that this account is definitely focused on within your intent category. And this intent category, of course, being cloud.
Once you have the list, as we said, we're going to click on New ABM Campaign. We're going to click on Display and Lead Gen. just for an example. And what this is going to do is then allow you to, so you name the campaign, Oracle Q2, security campaign, for example. You've chosen the campaign type. You've got the number of matching accounts that we've just uploaded. In this case, 3399. Now, if you only want to reach 1,000 of those, you can put that down. Obviously, we'd recommend the larger the better. So hopefully we'd use the full amount. You put in the campaign timeline line. And then it breaks it down into display and lead gen. So for display, you can do all the regions that you've extracted, for the whole of Europe, but you can actually just say, well, I want to extract all those accounts, but I only want to target for display in Germany and France, or I want to do it at Panama. Same thing with job titles, and you can fill in the specific job roles there. In terms of creative, you can provide it, or you can work with our creative team for us to put together the creatives. You just need to let us know. Now, if you've got a budget, obviously, what marketing team doesn't have a budget, you pop that in there, just so that we know when we're coming back with a proposal. And exactly the same thing with lead gen. So you fill in all the correct details there. With the lead gen, of course, particularly in EMEA, there may be different sort of terms and conditions. So we just like a link through to your privacy policy, which we're going to put on the bottom of each email, and any specific consent language that you might need for that as well. So yeah, we can deploy that on all emails that we send out, and then this is the opportunity to put anything else. So are there any specific questions, anything more that we need to know about the campaign? Just let us know. When you click submit, this is going to go through to both myself as your account manager and also the wider team here. So we'll be able to come back to you with an RFP within sort of 24 hours, basically.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you so much for joining me today to demo and discuss how intelligent ABM can help Sophos accelerate and enhance performance across any sales or marketing initiative you have in store for 2021. We've already discussed previously how exactly we incorporate those 12 billion daily interactions across our platforms into our best-in-class intent data, and of course, the differentiating actions that make it a fully comprehensive and a completely unique data set that isn't comparable in the marketplace. Now, what I want to do now is walk you through the platform itself to show you exactly how we make that super deep and rich data actionable and intelligible with just a few clicks of your mouse. Now, if you look here, we're going to go ahead and make this list Amanda's ABM strategy. And we can do three things for you. We can either upload your current account list to help you prioritize your go-to-market accounts and determine where you should be focusing your time to make sure that everything that you are doing with those account lists is as efficient as possible. Now, what else we can do is help you to expand that list. Essentially, we'll help you discover thousands of additional lookalike accounts that you may not have known about if you had only been going to market against that specific account list itself. Now, those you would just upload in here, and we could help you do either of those things on the next page. The third way that you can utilize this platform is to start from scratch. Essentially, we would help you to build that account list on a quarterly basis to determine exactly who you should be going to market against. This could help you prioritize this for any marketing initiatives or across your sales team. If they could come in on a Monday morning and see refreshed data on exactly where they should spend your time, I think we can all agree that you'd be seeing some accelerated success there. Next, you're going to choose exactly what intent segment. And for the purpose of our demo today, we'll just do network security. Of course, we can do things across security in general or endpoint. You also want to choose a preferred intent score threshold. Now, 25 plus is really where we start to see that intent boosting up, because intent isn't linear just across or standardized across all different vendors. But this is really where within Spiceworks Ziff Davis, we start to see that intent purchase. You can also specify a duration and, of course, your geographies. So we're going to go ahead and do the US and Canada. You can include any industries. For the purpose of this demo, we'll keep them all available. And then you can also do the account size. So for your list, we're going to do that 500 to 2,500 sweet spot. You can also include a suppression list so that you can take out any accounts that maybe are already being worked by sales or any competitor lists. So once you click save, it generates and populates immediately. So for this list, we see 6,270 accounts that are showing intent to purchase network security. Now let's just see exactly the type of data that you're seeing, because any company can tell you exactly who to call. I mean, that's the easy part, right? But what we want to do here at Spiceworks Ziff Davis is empower you with the intelligence that will put you 10 steps ahead of your competition. Let's take a look at what this would look like for your #1 account. So Southworth Milton, they are showing an intent score of 88, and I'll just walk through all the different data that you have here. So of course we have the firmographic data so that you can see just all the details around this specific account. And then you'll see the intent score, which will show you exactly how active they are across your selected intent category. So in this case, network security. But something really exciting is that you have, with this subscription, the ability to go across every single intent segment that we have. So you're able to see here the other top intent areas that, that they're displaying. So for server room, for instance, they're seeing a 94, end user storage 93, and you can actually click into this to have additional data on this account itself and the intent they're showing across different potential entry points to sale. You also have the top intent areas and the score history. So when you see this intent trending, it's showing you that back in November 8th is really when we started to see them pop up for intent within network security. And you're able to see exactly the trending and how it's going up now that it's December 6th. You can also see the key vendors that they're researching around, Sophos being one of them. But of course, you're able to see the competitors that you may be going up against when you do penetrate this account. Now, the key signal scoring, these are exactly what makes up that 88 score. So like we mentioned, we are evaluating those data points across such a variety of different types of actions. This kind of lays out exactly what this account is researching across. So they're researching products and engaging in discussions and comparing products and researching vendors. But you can also see exactly how that trend may be accelerating them through the purchase process. So now that this account, as of December 6th, has had a huge jump in comparing products, you can, make the assumption that they're going to be making a short list very, very soon. So this is a great time for you to go ahead and engage with this account. But of course, we also want to show you those key drivers and the key sentiments behind this score. So it's not just, this is exactly what they're doing on our platform, but these are the types of content and data points that they are engaging in. So here you're going to see the pain points that this account is experiencing. And here you're going to be able to see the main technologies that this account is most focused on. That way, this gives you some, ammo for your sales team to be able to have intelligent conversations, and even for you as a marketer to determine, exactly how you should be bringing your message to market. So let's go ahead and jump into another account here. Maybe this one. So Continuum Managed Services Holdco. Now you're going to see all the same type of information, but as you notice, it's completely different, right? So this one has a score of 75 intent score across network security, which is of course lower than the one that we just saw. And you can see that these intent trends are not linear, but again, you're able to see exactly how that translates based off of the signals that they've been engaging with. Now, they're also researching around Sophos, but you're number 5 on this list right now. It's just important for you to see exactly who you may be going against. They're very focused on new tech. And then the main technologies that they're looking at, you can see home security camera here as 26%. Now, this would be a great opportunity for you guys to go with some of your Sophos home products, or even to maybe even drive leads against this account specifically to be able to enable your partners. And again, you're able to see the other top intent areas. So this one, they have a 79 in security itself and a 78 in endpoint security. Of course, we've been running endpoint security emails. So let's take a look here so that you can see exactly what their key focuses are and how it differentiates from their network security. This could just help you just better enable you in the conversations that you're having. Now, what exactly do you do now that you have this entire list of 6,270 accounts across network security? When you subscribe to this platform, you can actually do all of your ABM campaign planning directly in this platform. So you can do any of our display ads and lead gen or those separately. And you can request any campaign. So if we do Amanda's Q1 ABM campaign, then you can go ahead and display what type of tactic you want, the time frame that you're looking for, and it will go ahead and send any information across what you're looking to do within this campaign directly to me so that we can target that account list when it's most relevant. Again, all this data refreshes on a weekly basis, so we can go ahead and evaluate this maybe month to month and kind of see how we can switch and ebb and flow all of the data that we're going to market against.
Go ahead and submit that request, and we're good on that front. And so all this is great key information, but the key piece is going to be the actual analytics dashboard. Where's all this information going? Where's it coming from? This is a great opportunity for them to see this. Now we'll hop into the actual lead gen campaigns analytics, where you can see, we delivered 39 out of the 100. We have 61 left. This is the geographics they came from, the specific job roles, the company size, and the domains they came from. So a quick rundown of IABM. I encourage everyone to take a quick look, take a rundown of everything, dive a little bit deeper. There's a lot of information to dive into this. Thank you.
So once that is launched, this is kind of what it would look like if you were on the sales side. So say maybe you launch that campaign, it has leads and banners in it, and you just want a real quick look at the leads that we have delivered. So once in that, campaign is delivering, we're delivering leads, this is what you're going to see. So the leads are going to be coming straight into this portal. And then we also have the Salesforce integrations that we could do as well. So if you wanted to look at Donald Dunn, you can just click that, and you're going to see that the type of lead this is, it came from a content syndication portion of the campaign. So you're going to see all his contact information here. Of course, the company size and the industry that he's in, his job title. So he's an IT manager or information systems manager and above. The content topic tag that we're putting for him is IT management software and networking. So we can definitely see down here that the intent trends, he's looking at more networking. And so this is just a real quick rundown on how you can contact Donald Dunn. And of course, you can definitely click here, go to the intent score, and it's or you can go here, the type as well, and it'll give you all the detailed information.
This is for campaigns that are live, running, or delivered. And so we've got some examples here. So what you do is you go to your dashboard, go up to campaigns, go to ABM campaigns, and then this gives you all the campaigns you got running, basically. So we've prepared something just so we can show you some stats and the sort of information that you will be receiving. So it gives you, the first page gives you sort of one really sort of pan back overview. So it's the number of accounts reached. If there's feedback from your CRM system, it gives you opportunity accounts and won accounts. But basically, it's going to tell you how many accounts you reached, how many leads, and what we've actually delivered. This is just for lead gen. If it's for anything else, you're going to have impressions delivered as well. What you can actually see here, if we click through on the latest activity, it's going to show you impressions and clicks over the day, over a time frame. It's going to show you the number of leads and a whole load of other information. So let's go through the leads, for example. So for this particular one, it's showing where the leads are coming from. So all the different criteria here, all the leads down the side here. It's going to show you the content and creative. So what creative was used. Yeah, so I'm going to go into this, which shows you, this is probably a slightly better example, where you've got impressions and leads delivered. Here we go, that's exactly it. And for the latest activity, it gives you over a time frame. So you can really see, how that campaign has progressed, gives you a flavour of how that campaign has performed over a certain time frame. Gives you all the accounts as well and the account domains, so how many impressions were delivered to each account. And again, as I said, for the leads, tells you all the lead information on there as well. But what we can also showcase is you can go in to actually, so your sales team and or marketing team could go in to actually have a look at the specific lead information, then relate that back. So if we go back to this particular campaign, we click on latest activity, and we click on the leads. So what your sales team can do is actually go in and look at slightly more granular activity for each of the leads that are generated. And so the final piece of the puzzle really is integration. So if you to get the integration all set up in the very first place, you'd go to your logo and you it's obviously a dummy login, but you click up here and it would open up your integrations. Now currently we've got Marketo, Salesforce and HubSpot. So you would go on and you can basically put in all your details. The two then systems are synced. So our platform and your platform will be talking to each other. The great thing about this is then that the intent signals will be pulled over into Marketo. They'll be pulled over into Salesforce. So when your sales team are looking at the leads in Salesforce, and you know how lazy salespeople can be, that intent information is also pulled over into your Salesforce instance as well, allowing much faster follow-up basically. And they'll also be following up and looking at the intent data in an environment that those sales guys are more used to working within. So that's it from me. Thank you very much indeed. I hope it's been useful. If you've got any other questions, please let me know, and I look forward to working with you soon. Thank you.